Hello, so I'm Andre Kent Jr., and I have multiple business partners, but I want to talk about my assets. The AKJ Portfolio, the AKJ Fund, Invoice HH, and Invoice HH Fund. It's all my personal assets and my personal finances and money. We're sitting at approximately almost a $10 billion or so valuation. Well, that's how many assets I have under management, actually. I don't want to say that's a valuation, but that's how many assets I have under management that I can actually use at my disposal. We don't have as much cash as everybody else, but the AKJ portfolio is a standalone portfolio by itself where I experiment on different things inside the portfolio, and I try to maintain my assets in the portfolio where we are asset heavy and we are kind of cash light at the moment, where I'm working to get us some more cash inside of our accounts. But because we're asset heavy, I intend to use my assets to the best of my ability and trying to get the best out of the assets that I have. And I say this with the intention of others understanding that I want to be listed on certain reports. I want it to come up online. I want it on online systems. I want to be recognized online, and I want to be recognized based on the value that the portfolio brings in. I want to be able to invest when I want to invest, to buy stuff and acquire stuff, or use mergers and acquisitions as I want to. I want to invest in what I want to be invested in. People that pitch me ideas sometimes where I used to not be able to fund it, and used to not be able to have any. I used to not have any money to be able to finance different ideas and different projects. And with the AKJ portfolio, just kind of compiling some of my assets that are readily available already and that are ready right at this moment, the AKJ fund and Invoice HH fund allow me to do investments here and there, and I kind of want anywhere from 15 to 25 smaller offices in other countries, and I want to predominantly be in the United States of America with the AKJ portfolio, but I want to be able to travel to other countries, do business in other countries, do business in my country, acquire companies in my country, and kind of make my country proud. Go United States. Go United States of America. Go America. But for myself personally, I like my portfolio. I like where it's going. I like the creative process. I like the innovation behind the way it looks currently. I want to be able to do some music videos, some content videos, some promotional videos, because, some of the advice was that if you're not marketing your portfolio, you can't get financing the way you want it. You can't get certain cash infusions the way you want it. And you can't do certain things that other funds can do because they're out there branding themselves, they're marketing themselves. They have stationery. They have their own pens and pencils with their brands on it. They have their own clothing or something that makes them stand out amongst all their other competition and amongst other portfolios that are being managed. It makes them look at you first. And I might not have as much money as everybody else, but in times of need, I want to make sure that I can sustain myself, sustain my team, and we can make great investment decisions and we can make great spending decisions. But not only that, I want to be able to enjoy my portfolio, enjoy it as a lifestyle, as a smaller part of my life, but a more personal and intimate part of my life. But at the same time, the assets that I have were connected to larger programs. So they already know that I have the assets that I have, but I want to be able to be in a position to always be able to use them long term and to make deals through my assets, not gamble them or bet against or draw against, but be able to use my money wisely and use my portfolio wisely. And the AKJ portfolio is a great way that I want to do such.